From the Eagle to the people, let's play Dream Daddy. So where we left off, wait, what? Oh, 5 more minutes. Wait. You've never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spent the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting small manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
Huh.
So, you excited about the cookout today? If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to the parties. Yeah, those are bad. Those are really bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? Probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Yep, that's my life. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
Huh.
The social butterfly, that is. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No! We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going to go early. Just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with the store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Fair enough. I'm actually a terrible cook if it involves a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Guess I wasn't the first one to think that. Hey, there's Joseph. I have to wait to get his attention the moment he sees us. He jogs over, arms open wide. Oh, here comes the hug. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Oh my god. Let me introduce you to my family, kids. Come over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh.
This is Christine, Christian, and Christy. They are the twins. Okay, this is Christian and Christy. They are the twins.
Huh?
They stare creepily at and say nothing. Oh my god. It's like the Verizon commercial. Holy cow. If anybody doesn't know that commercial, please look it up. It's the one where it's a dead zone in here. Nobody ever gets any calls. It's got a couple of twins. It's terrible. This is just creepy.
Ah.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in the crib. Oh, and how could I forget about my lovely wife, Mary? That's not lovely!
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheeks and she smiles. That is not lovely at all. Mary, sweetheart. Did you put Krish to bed?
Yeah.
I'll have to go look for him. But you'll have to. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our newest neighbor, Eagle, and his daughter, Amanda.
Ah.
Shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to attend to. Ooh. Yep. Resting bee face. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around.
Oh.
This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. People ever heard of commas? Hey! Hey, I'm Eagle. It's nice to meet you. Takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed.
Huh.
Eagle and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in town, Rob's your man. I told you not to call me Rob.
You're McDonald.
Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try to find some food. Some of the food's spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have too many friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go to school? But I don't want to have too many... have to do pleasantries. Dad. Ugh. They're going to talk about weather.
Ugh.
Good. Do it. Make a friend. But how can I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is new, Dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around at the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? What a cool guy and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing fit in Dead, Goth, and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Yeah, I know, Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in the cul-de-sac. That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Matt, Hugo, and Craig seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because Periods in art only exist because they're unique byproduct of social and political climax of the time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Wow. Matt and Hugo seems to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader, aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? The new place is perfect. It's really cozy and the neighborhood's beautiful. I'm so glad we moved here. And I'm even more glad that we're right next to my old best friend. Craig gives me a playful punch on the shoulder. Ow. I remember that hurting less in the past.
Nice.
Sorry. I've been doing push-ups and stuff. Eagle! How are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They are all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? Oh, that's actually a really well-made flower crown. I gotta give it to him. Definitely working it in. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Ah, there you go. This is my daughter. Hello. I'm... Carmencia? Carmencita. I'm Carmencita. That's probably not how that's pronounced, but good God. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look! I'm making friends. Yeah. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and, your teacher? Oh! Hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize you were neighbors. Yep. Still gonna give me that overdue term paper? Haha. Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger gun move from me. I'm very proud. Mm-hmm. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Whoa. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. What? Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Oh. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. Seeing Ernest across the way, he casually takes a long drag off his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention towards Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey, yeah.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sprinkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burnt down half the yard. Oh, jeez. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Whoa. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody, sorry about that. Hugo, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter, bro?
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God. Are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts his earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. Seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm sorry, he's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Good God. Stop using big words. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See? That right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do you get to be the cool dad?
I don't know.
Don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads we've become machines. The machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool.
Nice.
Yell across the yard at my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. See your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kid turns out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talking about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Eagle. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. But I don't want to. Fine, I'll go talk to Joseph. I spot Joseph chatting chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Eagle, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take this goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in goth lifestyle? I think for a second I look over at Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under anyone's specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some Normandic leanings. Bats are cool though. Aw, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you treat all ladies? Do you know how to treat a lady? Okay. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twins of kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey! Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Oh. Guys, enough with the creepy twins Shittik. I don't know. Not gonna try. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have tapped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another long sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? Yeah. You had him a moment ago? He's probably stuffing dirt into his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Yes, she doesn't like being a parent at all. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I've squeezed 4 little. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. Sure, he's fine. Yeah. Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Lucian, I have introduced you to Egoid. Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you guys vegetarians? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill, just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep. I was always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and a poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastor popped out of the womb with the Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Talk to Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian right now, but I guess I could live with learning more about Robert. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hi guys! Hey, guys. Eagle! How the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order, at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50s in there. The 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Eagle, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about the most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raised an eyebrow at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things changed once you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build them tougher out there. Anyway, things got south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle and we went when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama. Losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there was moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I I guess that's camping for you. Oh my god, that was so military-esque of the old... Oh, Jesus. I'm ex-military. I don't do that for a reason. That is ridiculous. Holy cow. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went to inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like it's a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brakes, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I'd have the materials required to properly cook you. You know what? That reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert? Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best. Especially the episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking the ancient curse urn and sending the spirits after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and the war documentaries. Alright, Daisy. Found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Let's get lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving in here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find and kindle a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with any kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well. But the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire the masterful techniques. You probably don't know this, Eagle, but Joseph's known around here for his grillsmanship. He's unbelievable.
Nice.
Tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Oh my god, the pun. Here comes the puns. Let us keep studying. He's a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. The puns aren't even that good. It just reminds me of me and my wife sitting in the yard. Please stop! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We'll grab our food and hang out enjoying perfectly choked cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's wild having all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the other kids. If she decides to get into babysitting games, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you just add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? Okay, I had the same thought there too. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. Rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink some beers. As our kids play on the lawn, Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmista and the weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Okay. And on that note, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you guys liked that episode, go and smack the crap out of the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, like a mouse. That way, every time I update, you get pinged with it. And I will see all of you dudes in the next video. Bye-bye!